Our 100-degree reading at Kenner set several records, including tying the record for the day, but also breaking the consecutive number of days of 100 degrees or higher. What's amazing is that the previous record for consecutive 100-degree plus days was only 2. We have since broken that by 3, 4, and now 5 days in a row. We could make it 6 during the day tomorrow. And just looking back at the high temperatures in the month of August, also considering we've been in the upper 90s and even triple digits since late July, since August 3rd, each and every afternoon has either tied or broken the record, and we could do the same tomorrow. But some relief is in store. The upper high is going to get shifted off to the west as this upper troughing pushes in a cold front late tomorrow night into early Wednesday. What that will do is send in some drier air. For a couple of days, it'll feel a little more bearable. And in fact, I think we'll stay below the criteria for either an excessive heat warning or a heat advisory. Only going to last for a couple of days. The upper high starts building back in, and our temperatures and the humidity will start to surge again. But as we head into the weekend and early next week, the upper high is going to be anchored a little bit more to our north. That may allow for a little disturbance to kind of ride along that high and bring in a chance for some rain. At the moment, the models are not very aggressive with, 1, any development. We'll talk more about this in a second. And 2, not bringing us a ton of rain, maybe more of a focus for rain in Texas, but at least it opens us up for a chance of rain as we head into next week, because our rain chances have been slim to none. It started to pop up a few isolated showers in the bayou parishes, not much, and certainly not enough to help cool off many of us. 100 degrees was our high today, and as a matter of fact, we have 2 records, a record high and a record low. That's a record high low, so we don't cool down at all at night. Temperature staying in the 80s. It still feels miserable and still a burden on the human body and your air conditioning units. Hopefully, with this drier air moving in, we'll get some relief for both of those, including the ACs finally turning off. We're still at 100 degrees, and with high humidity, feels like 112. Those heat indices won't be as bad either as we head into Tuesday, or really more so Wednesday and Thursday with that dry air. So with these heat indices well into the triple digits, I think we'll avoid that, maybe nearing 100 degrees, though, as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. For the heat index, high temperature should stay below that. Not a whole lot of fanfare expected with the front. This is the frontal boundary at the moment. Not even expecting much in the way of rain, which we really could use. But if we can get some of this drier air to move south, it would at least bring us some relief, and it does look like that will happen based on, this is the Euro and the GFS indicating that drier air moving in for a couple of days before the moisture starts surging back in. As far as rainfall goes, probably not going to get much out of that front. Few isolated showers maybe later in the day Tuesday and early on Wednesday with the front, and then that drier air moves in. Out in the tropics, we have 2 areas that are being highlighted by the National Hurricane Center for a low potential of developing in the next 7 days. Not really worrying about that. What we'll be watching is that wave that I was talking about moving along the northern Gulf Coast. And there is nothing there right now, but we are likely to see is kind of a surge of moisture headed our way by the latter part of the weekend and early next week. Bulk of that moisture will probably moving out toward Texas, but we should see enough of it along the northern Gulf Coast to at least bring in a chance for some rain. And as far as anything developing, models are both indicating some little wave moving through, but kind of a broad area, not really organized by any means. That's as things stand right now. This is 7 days out, so we've got some time to watch it. But at the moment, this would hopefully bring in a chance for some much needed rain. And depending upon the strength of that upper high, this little feature could stay farther down to our south where we get absolutely nothing. So I'll be a little bit more conservative with our rain chance at 40 to 50% for next Monday. Could be more, could be less, depending upon the exact path of that wave. Next couple of days, however, we'll enjoy at least some slightly less humid air midweek.